Hey guys, what's up? So I was browsing eBay recently after watching some YouTube videos, and it seems a very popular topic in terms of buying stuff with graphics cards. Is buying broken graphics cards on eBay, four parts are not working listings, checking what the problems are and seeing maybe they can fix and getting good deals and seeing if they're working. So I then set my search parameters to broken or not working, and I found this. This is a box, well, obviously, of 3 RX 580 4GB OEM models from HP. The seller originally had them for about $50 a pop. I offered $20 a piece for 3 of them, and I was denied first. Then I offered $25 for 3 of them, $25 each, so $75 plus tax, so like $81. And the seller accepted, and a couple days later, I received 3 of these. These are the OEM models for HP. Sometimes you'll find them with a red PCB. I think Random Gaming HD, I hope that's the right name, did a video on where he got the red version. I was hoping to get one of the red versions, but I'll take this. So this is the 4GB model, which was disappointing, but for $25, if even one of these works, I'll be happy. $75 total. I'm hoping for at least 1 to work, but 2 would be amazing. I can probably guarantee 1's going to be completely broken. And it's got a 6-pin connector. They all just have one 6-pin connector. And the issue was described as some of them are flickering and some of them have no display, which is actually pretty promising. That could be a multitude of user errors that could cause that, not just the card being broken entirely. And these cards are made to last. These are for pre-builts for people who don't want to build their PC and need it to last. So I got a test system here, 7700K, 16 gigs of RAM, pretty default system. I'm just gonna basically pop each one of these in, see if they work, and if they don't, I'll be disappointed, but that's not his point. Let's start putting these in the system. Alright, so I'm starting with the first card, which was on top, which seems to have a few scratches on it. I don't know if that's any indication of if it's broken or not, but it does have some scratches on the shroud. Probably from it just being taken out of an HP case. Those things are hard to work in. But basically, let's just put it in the PC really nonchalantly. I'm just gonna, since it's got one 6-pin and it's very small, I don't even need to like screw it down. I can just shove it into the case. Make sure it's actually in it though. There we go. That is fully in, and just plug in the one 6-pin connector. And just like that, it is installed. I'm going to plug in HDMI because it's the longest cable I have that can reach that monitor over there. Actually, it's nice HDMI ports. Turn on the power supply, and oh, that's what I was afraid of. So basically, this card completely fried. When the PC just straight up refuses to turn on entirely, your card is fried. That one up on the shelf, that GTX 1080 EVGA hybrid card, or 1070 hybrid card that I got for $40, that card is the same way. If you try to plug it in, now that card does work. If I take the PCIe connector out of it and I try to run it using PCIe power just on its own, the PC will turn on, but this one, no, it won't. It is completely fried. I will take it apart at the end of this video to see if maybe I can, I don't know, try to get it to post in some way. But honestly, my hopes are pretty low. So this is just a decoration. Well, I might try to put the cooler on something. I don't know. It's useful for parts in some way. But yeah, this is definitely a broken card. Let's move on to the next two. So they did come like individually wrapped in big bubble wrap. Which is the best kind of bubble wrap. Though they're not wrapped that well. They are just wrapped up, which is nice. So, something fell. Oh, that was our HDMI. Okay, so this is the second one. A little bit of damage to the shroud. The same kind of damage, actually. I wonder if this will pull like from like a group of systems that they all, I don't know, had someone scratching the inside. But that's really it. That's all I can see. There's no damage to the PCB at all, which is blue and open. And we're just going to do the same thing when we put it in the system and see if it works. and plug in our PCIe power connector the right way. Alright, like I said, so our hope this time is just that the PC powers on. That's step one, to know that maybe the card does have a chance. Alright. Moment of truth. Okay, it is powered on. Now, I just realized there's no lights. But you can hear it's clearly powered on. So, hopefully, we do have it plugged into our display, which is set to DisplayPort, so I should probably switch it to HDMI. That could actually, so, not gonna lie. I did test one of these cards before, and it's one of the ones that turned on. And I had it set to DisplayPort, I think. Nope, never mind, it was set to HDMI the whole time. But it doesn't look like our HDMI signal is getting anywhere. This monitor sucks. Doesn't look like we're getting a signal with HDMI. Let's see if I can try DisplayPort, one sec. Yeah, that's what I feared. So it looks like card number 2 is black screen. I wonder if maybe we could flash up. Maybe it's a BIOS issue. I don't know. I don't really know a lot about graphics cards. I don't really know what's wrong with this one. So the fan does clearly turn on. Now I'll show you guys a clip where it got so loud the first time that I put it in. Volume warning, by the way. Just listen to this. Yeah, it got pretty dang loud. But man, is that 2 for 2 that don't work? That's a ripperino. I'm like I said, I'm just hoping for at least a display. Maybe the occasional black screen so that we can just maybe figure out it's a heating issue. But as of yet, we've only got one working. That's bad. Though honestly, I could probably resell these for $30 a pop. Be like, they're broken, but they're pretty. They are actually pretty cards. I do like the design of these cards. They're very minimalist, very cute. And the blue PCB helps. Alright, last card. This one, I've got high hopes for. It's the cleanest one. It looks, just the same as the other ones. Now, I'm also wondering if maybe just the display ports don't work. Well, yeah. And maybe they work as cards. So I will be trying it with 2 graphics cards just to see if I can get a screen. So we'll just shove that in there. Look at our power. Oh, someone's gonna yell at me in the comments like, you're doing it wrong. It's not how you test a graphics card. You have to liquid cool it first. Alright, come on. Moment of truth. Power it on. Just give me any kind of screen. Please. Any kind of screen. At all. Even if it's a screen to tell me it's broken. Just give me something. I'm gonna sit on my desk with my graphics cards there. Well, that's disappointing. I was really hoping, not gonna lie, that they just all worked, or at the very least, like I said, my hope is, because based on what the seller's issue says, is that they just had the either flickering or black screen. Now, of course, these are the black screen cards. Now, one of them is completely fried, clearly, but these are, two of them are clearly black screen entirely. I was hoping for the flickering ones. But I wonder what could be causing that. I do want to take one of these apart. I forgot which one was the completely broken one. But like I said, there doesn't seem to be any damage to the back PCBs, and it really, I honestly think one of these at least should have booted up. But I wonder if it's a board issue by any chance. So all I'm going to do is one last thing. I'm going to install another graphics card and see if they get recognized by the system as existing, at the very least. Like, the fan do spin up, even without the PCIe power in, so let's check with another card, if we have one. You know what they say, if one broken GPU doesn't work, try 2 and hope it doesn't blow up. Okay, so good, I picked the right one, the one that does turn on. Now, see, this system looks cool, and that's what I'm mad about, because it looks cool, man. Oh, I just realized I do have integrated graphics I could always try. Let's see, do I have my HDMI? And no signal from you. Well, let's take one of these apart and see if we can find anything wrong with it. I'm going to take apart the clearly broken one and just see maybe there's something we can find on the PCB. Actually, you know what? Let's take apart one of those. Actually, no. This one first, and then we'll maybe do a part 2 where we try these ones with other graphics cards. I do want to make this kind of a quick video. I know I haven't done it as high quality as some other people do it. I don't have a lot of room right now. I do got to clean up. I'm still working on my Razer project, and that is actually going pretty well. I just built the second PC. That video will probably go up after this one, or before, depending on how long it takes me to finish. That's the point. Let's take one of these apart and see what we're working with. Alright, so let's just get a view of what we're looking at here. So we've obviously got our fan on top, which we're not going to take off. And we've got what looks like 2 screws holding this thing on. And then we've got 2, so we've got 2 screws for this, whatever this is, maybe the heatsink. And we've got 2 screws that actually mount the GPU to, you know, how, I don't know, there's 6 screws on here, I don't know what I'm saying. Usually there's like a bunch of small ones, and then 4 big ones to actually mount the heatsink to the GPU. But let's just see if, I don't know, if it's something simple like, oh, there's no paste on the graphics card, or there's nothing here. There's no GPU on the PCB. So let's just take this off and see what we're working with. If we can even figure out how to get this off. Some of these OEM cards, despite the fact it looked easy enough, some of these OEM cards don't exactly like being taken apart. But this one clearly does. Be very careful when taking out a fan connector, because they will break if you are not careful. Okay, whatever, we'll just, I can't leave it on, that would be stupid. You know, I hate in the videos, those make it look so easy to take these stupid things off. But it's not. And they're like, don't pull by the wires, the header will come off the board. That's not coming off, dude. So, what do we actually have here? We have the world's tiniest board. We've got whatever these are, MOSFETs or something. I don't actually know the names. We've got our... Isn't this like memory or something? Clearly we have our thermal pads, which do line up to everything they need to. 3 here, 1 and 1. And our GPU does have thermal paste on it. So I'm trying to figure out what could be the problem here. Because don't forget, this card is not accepting power at all. So, it's got to have some kind of clear issue with it. And from looking at it, it doesn't appear to have any such clear issue. And that's what's confusing. Like, I was thinking maybe the GPU just has, like, thermal paste doesn't like. Let's try repasting the GPU. And although I know that's not going to do anything, let's just do it anyway, for the sake of, I feel like it. So we've all established that I am both dumb and stupid, and a waster of money. So why not just put it back in the system and see if it blows up? At this point, I'm just hoping it does, so that we can get at least some content. Plug in the display port, power on the system, and babushka. That's not turning on anytime soon, is it? Alright, quick update, guys, right before I edit this video. I plugged one of them in. I was able to get one quick signal off of one of them, and then in safe mode, I was able to get this one to boot as a secondary GPU and get recognized as an RX 580. Then I plugged it in again, and I smelled something bad, I should say. I smelled burning, so I immediately took it out, and you guessed it, I can't get the stupid cooler off, but right there. See that? That burned right in my GPU. Right, my actually graphics card. GPU is fine. The graphics card has a hole in it now. So, yeah, that's, don't buy broken graphics cards hoping you can fix them. Because chances are, if they're this broken, you can't. Now, if the issue says like, oh, occasional black screen, then yeah. Now, on one of the cards, I'm really guessing it's a driver issue because the driver is crashing the PC a lot, but I don't really know. That's really it. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this weird video. I know it was kind of low quality, but that's the point. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.